Okay, now we talk about armbar early stage bottom hand post. Okay, now understand that, as I said, this looks very complicated and looks like the decision making tree becomes bigger and bigger. But understand that you don't necessarily need to remember this stuff, because the beauty of the bottom hand post is that if I try to sit up just like I would from a top hand post, it doesn't even start working, okay? Because if I have a figure four and he has a bottom hand post and I want to sit up, it doesn't even start working, okay? So there's no chance of you kind of thinking, oh, I don't know, maybe I could get away with it. Which one should I do, okay? Because when I go to sit up, he just has a post, okay? No amount of pendulum will allow me to get out. So from this position, he has a bottom hand post and he has his head on the center. If I have a figure four, we're looking pretty good, okay? Because now I can use the figure four, I can use this hand onto the crossface leg to start bridging and physically clearing the crossface leg with the bridge. It looks like this. I physically just clear the leg. This is more powerful than you think. And now I just shoulder walk north. What I want to avoid is to stay somewhere here like a pillow, because there's nothing preventing him from refiring the leg. And now I get caught with a 10-finger grip and, you know, things just start going south. So what I want to do is bridge and clear. And now as soon as my head goes up, my shoulders start going up. When he goes to refire his leg from here, nope, there's my whole body weight is on top of it. Now, this is something that I see even more advanced players struggling with. Understand that the risk of getting armbarred here is close to zero. Why? Because I control the distance between his knees, okay? So even if I just physically let him the armbar, it's going to be fairly hard for him to actually get a tap. Even if he goes on the other hand, it's going to be pretty easy for me to just not getting tapped. Obviously, don't let in the arm, but I want you to understand that you're not on risk of getting armbarred here anymore, okay? The risk here is of getting mounted, okay? Because now, what I see people do all the time is that they keep either even a figure four sometimes, or if it's a 10-finger grip, everything keeps super tight, and now your partner takes advantage of the fact that everything is super tight and starts mounting you, and now you're back to square one, okay? So, understand that as soon as you start the shoulder walking action, there's no more danger of you getting armbarred. What you want to avoid is getting mounted. So, as we always do to prevent or to escape mount, you want to get in inside elbow position, cross shoulder post. When he comes to come up, 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 up. Go, come up, up, up. And I fire my leg underneath and my other leg above. Okay? So, I'm here, I clear the cross space, and I start coming up. Now, if I overcommit with this lock, eventually he's going to mount. If I just stay here super tight, eventually he's going to mount. That's not good. As soon as I'm here, I'm not worried about the armbar anymore. I'm worried about mount. So when I slide my elbow in, go mount, and start getting across hip post, elbow in, and then whatever it is that fancies you. You can go into a high and inside elbow escape. You can start kipping, whatever the case might be. So when we go live, it's going to look like this. I bridge, I come up, and this is top hand post versus figure four. So sorry, bottom hand post versus figure four. Now, bottom hand post versus his head leaning south. Okay? Now this, if I have a figure 4, we run into the same problem that we had when his head was leaning north. Go lean north. Yeah. Then now when I go to sit him up, it's hard because his whole body weight is north. Now we run into the same issue. So go. Now his whole body weight, he's leaning south. So presumably he has a strong back heel, both sides. If I have a figure 4 and I want to start bridging and clearing the crossface, it's going to be tough. Because when I go, his whole body weight is leaning south. The same way that earlier his whole body weight was leaning north and it was hard for me to come up. It's hard to move his whole body weight just with these movements from bottom. So once again, I do exactly the same thing that I did when he was top end post, head leaning north. I proactively switch to a figure 4, to a 10 finger grip, bridge, 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 elbow in, knee elbow connection, and now we're back here. And I can start clearing the crossface, flicking my elbow out, whatever the case might be. Okay, the point is that I'm back in the game and I'm back into an offensive cycle just with that. So to recap, if I have a figure 4 and his head is leaning either north or south, I have to switch to a 10 finger grip. And now it's the same escape regardless of whether he's going north or south. If I have a 10 finger grip, if I have a figure 4, and he's going top hand post or bottom hand post with the head in the center, either we take him down with the pendulum or we bridge and we clear the crossface leg.